The No Fate channel, checking in. And in 2019, there was a little pre-workout that no one had heard of until it was all the rage. You know what I'm talking about, dark energy. Well, 2020 has been an absolute dumpster fire. We can all agree on that. But out of that fire comes a pre-workout that no one's talking about, but I think is going to be on many people's top 5 lists come the end of this year. And that is from staticlabz.com, Shockwave. Now, if this is your first time to the channel, let's just get this over with. Hit the button down below. Hit that subscribe button. Hey, give this video a like while you're at it. You're going to do it by the end of the video anyway. First and foremost, Shockwave from staticlabz.com. The name doesn't sound very impressive, right? You're thinking that Spider-Man villain, Shockwave, that B-level villain that no one really cares about. He usually gets taken out in the first 10 minutes of the video or the video game. He's like a level 2 character. No. I want you thinking Shockwave from the Decepticons. I mean, an absolute killing machine when it comes to pre-workouts. So we're going to go over all of the nitty-gritty details, and I'm going to give you my personal experience using this at the end of this video. So let's get right into it. One bottle of Shockwave delivers 25 full servings, which is nice to see, and that does keep the price per serving down, as we will talk about later in this video. One serving is 9.9 grams. For pumps, we have 6.5 grams of citrulline malate 2-to-1 ratio. Now, L-citrulline is the more pure form for your pumps, but for me personally, as I have said in a host of other videos, I tend to get better pumps with citrulline malate. I don't know why. It might be bro science, but I do. Also, rounding out the pump ingredients is agmatine sulfate at 1 gram. The rest of these ingredients fall under 4 categories with a ton of overlap, so I'm just going to go over them so that we can get to the experience and how this thing delivered in the gym. So we've got energy, we've got mood, we've got focus, and as staticlabz claims, fight or flight response. So let's go. Caffeine, 350 milligrams. That's personally my sweet spot. I like to see between 300 and 400. Anything over 400, I tend to have problems with constricting my muscle and getting a good pump, getting a good squeeze on my muscle and contraction. And anything under 300, I tend to find to be not strong enough for my personal preference. So 350, that's the sweet spot, in my opinion. DMHA, 200 milligrams. Ariaje, 200 milligrams, and that Ariaje really pairs well with that caffeine. Octopamine, 200 milligrams. Hordenine, 200 milligrams. Hignamine, 75 milligrams. And then huperzine A, one of my favorites, coming in well stocked at 300 micrograms. Usually we see like 100 micrograms, 300 micrograms. So let's talk about flavors. This Decepticon of a pre-workout comes in 5 flavors. I'm going to put all the flavors up here. I was able to get my hands on 2. The grape was okay, and it's really not fair of me to say okay and shake my hands like that and look disapprovingly, but I'm not a big fan of grape, so I'm not really a good judge of how the grape should taste. I will say the peach mango, this one's definitely been my favorite in terms of some of these higher stem pre-workouts. They taste downright horrible. This is a solid 4 out of 5. It's good, it's refreshing. You're not going to brag about it, but you're definitely going to not be mad taking this thing down. Before I go over this Decepticon of a pre-workout, I want to know what your favorite pre-workout is for 2020. Drop it in the comments below. I know it's been a dumpster fire every year. It's been a crazy year, but I know all of you are still rocking some of those pre-workouts, and I want to know which is the best one so far. And I think many of you, when you hear what I have to say, are going to want to try to get your hands on this bad boy. So as far as pumps go, we know when you get to these high stim, kind of some of these are your euphoric pre-workouts, the pumps aren't that good. And I'm going to tell you right now, these pumps over-delivered. Veins in my forearms, veins in my bicep. I had veins in my upper chest. Ridiculous. Every time I tried this thing, just ridiculous veinage, okay? In terms of being swole, that was okay, but certainly the veins were the standout. So if you're a fan of the vein train, definitely consider this one a very good pump product overall. As far as the energy level goes, just in terms of like that energy level, it did kick in about 30 minutes. It did take a little bit longer to kick in than my normal pre-workouts I take. I do tend to work out on a close to or 100% empty stomach. Took about 30 minutes to fully kick in, but it was up there, right where I like to be. A really high pre-workout without going over the top with respect to that energy level on that heart rate. What's nice about this is there's no alpha yo in here, which I know so many of you don't like, and that tends to, for me, send me over the edge if there's too much alpha yo in a pre-workout. So I was able to even use this thing on leg days, and I can't do that for many high stim pre-workouts, but the energy was nice. It was really up there. I would say medium high. So let's get into the mood and the focus factor. I was in an amazing mood. I'm not gonna lie. Every time I was in my home basement gym and I'm dancing. I'm literally like between sets, I'm dancing, I'm grooving, I'm in a positive mood, and I am laser locked in terms of focus. I was just enjoying my workout, and I was just focused on set after set after set. You know how you have like a workout written down and you're like, okay, 4 sets of bench press, 4 sets of incline bench. I was doing more sets too. I was so happy, so excited to be working out. I was doing like extra sets on every exercise just because I didn't want that feeling to go away. Really happy every time. I can't say that enough. And the focus was locked in. I definitely had a really good just sense of being in the gym, sense of presence on what I was working on and where I wanted to go with my workout as well. Overall, in terms of fight or flight, I wasn't overly aggressive. I'm not really like an aggressive drunk or anything like that, so I don't know if maybe I'm not an aggressive type of person. I didn't notice any fight or flight responses that I can, articulate directly towards this stuff, but I had a great time in the gym. The pumps were good. The energy level was on point, right where I wanted it to be. High, but just that sweet spot of high without making my heart rate go over the top or into no man's land. And the mood factor and the focus factor were beautiful. I mean, absolutely beautiful. And the dangerous thing about this, and here's what we're going to get into. The dangerous thing about this is when it comes to like DMHA products, I tend to like to use them once a week at most, oftentimes even once every 10 days. And this thing is so good. I really wanted to use this back to back to back to back. I really wanted to get into this and use it in multiple times in a row and go back to it. And I really need to be careful not to exceed my own personal threshold that I've set for myself, which is once a week at most. An amazing product here that I think does a great job of not going over the top. Sometimes we see stuff that's just too much energy, too much high stims, and this one is up there. Many of you are going to think it's high stim. I've obviously been trying like a number of pre-workouts over the course of the past 2.5 years. So this one is right where I like it, that medium high spot. You guys are going to love this product. I can almost guarantee it. I really can. I've really enjoyed this one that much. So let's talk about price, and then let's talk about if it's better than Dark Energy. So let's go. So let's talk about price. You go over to staticlabz.com, 25 servings for $50 retail. That is $2 per serving for you math wizards. But I'm going to tell you right now, I normally am really hard in the paint with regards to cost. I tend to enjoy the pre-workouts that are on the lower side of the cost. This one's not overpriced. This one is actually a steal. This one's a fair price at $2 per serving, and with that coupon code that gets you 15% off, 247 no fate, whatever I'll put it up here. I don't know why they picked that one. That's going to bring this down to an absolute steal, even though you're going to have to pay for shipping, and here's why. This is not an everyday pre-workout. Again, as I mentioned, for me, it's like once a week, and for you, it's probably going to be once a week as well. Use it sparingly so you really enjoy it, so you're not really upset about that high price point. And it is going to deliver a great experience. It is going to deliver a great mood. This is one of those pre-workouts that you can use in the morning and just have a great rest of your morning. You can use this in the evening and have an amazing evening, especially if you try to train and then go out afterwards, or if it's like a Friday or Saturday night, you got a lot of stuff planned. You're going to take this workout and just keep on going. It is going to brighten up your day, night, whenever you take it. It is a great product, and they definitely found that sweet spot. I can't say that word enough. So many people really try to get like over the top when it comes to pump ingredients, or over the top when it comes to stims, or over the top when it comes to some of the more nefarious ingredients, and these guys hit that nail on the head. Is this better than Dark Energy? And that's a fair question, because obviously Dark Energy made my top 3 pre-workouts. The previous video that I did, it did make my top 3, and I am a big fan of Dark Energy. I'm going to say it's better, and here's why. Now, many of you would disagree, and that's fair enough. I'm going to say it's better because it's got better pump ingredients in here. For so many of us, that really the downside of a lot of those higher stim pre-workouts is that there's no pump ingredients or they're just lacking. It comes in with the great taste, great pump experience, and then that euphoric feeling and that focus that I just happen to love in my pre-workouts. I think this one's probably gonna beat out overall, if I had to compare them on a whole workout experience, comparing the whole experience together, I'm probably gonna put Shockwave above, that's right, above Dark Energy. And I do mean when I say that. I think it delivers an overall better experience because of those pump ingredients and because where that energy and mood land. Overall, amazing product. Get your hands on it before they run out. Use my code. It does help me out. I do get a kickback. I always am 100% transparent on that. I always am. You guys know this. Use that code. Save yourself as much money as possible. If you can find a better code, use that code. Buy yourself two bottles. The peach mango is good. I can't speak for any of the other flavors. The grape was so-so, but again, I don't like grape. Now listen, any questions you have regarding their Shockwave from staticlabz.com, drop it in the comments below. If you are interested in their 1-3 volt pre-workout that comes in a can that looks exactly like this can, but has much different ingredients in it, hit that subscribe button because I am going to be reviewing that one next. If you've come this far in the video, do me a favor, give this video a like. Hit that subscribe button as usual. Thanks for watching, and don't save anything for the trip back. I am dedicated to helping you be a great parent to your children and still accomplish your own personal goals. I provide ideas and insights to help you save time, money, and your sanity. 3 things that are in short supply for every parent out there.